All right, and we are live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Foreign and Domestic. It is good to be here. This should be an excellent chat. But before we get into all of that, we're going to take it over to Alan to get it started off right.
All right. Yeah. Supposed to be an excellent week. Hope everybody's had a great Valentine's Day. My house just emptied. But before we get into anything else, let's get into this.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, man. We've had an active side chat even before everything went live. Always good to see. According to the YouTube participants list, we've got Barnaby Sanchez, G23, the one, the only Gizzard Gary, Jesse Rowe, Jesse Rowe. I don't know. Gunpowder Beauty, Lakeview Outdoors, Chris 338, Thor's Axe, Squatch Reloading, Wrench and the Bolts. Good to see you out there. Saw that he changed his name. One Bald and Curious out there, Andy 79Z28, and the list just keeps going on and on. Gun loving grandpa, Lakeview Outdoors, Josh Benware has graced us with his presence. Yeah, it's looking good out there. Thank you all for showing up. Yes, Josh. Yes. Thank you, my unwittingly knowing Valentine. Here in the room, we've got one of the guys that was planned, a gentleman that we haven't seen in a little while, and some old guy. So with that said, I'll throw it back to Scotsman.
All right. I guess we'll start with the old guy. So, old guy, how you doing? He's like waiting to be called out by name.
No, I think he's trying to figure out this new technology.
It's sweet because he's still muted.
I'm not the old guy.
That's not what Scotsman says.
Not the old guy. I'm the biggest pussy on YouTube.
See, I shaved my beard off before this whole beard thing came in because my wife, because it makes me look younger. Okay, you know what? I'll bite the bullet on this one. Oh, I hope I didn't scare anybody by saying bite the bullet. I froze it again.
No, you're good.
I'm frozen on my own phone. I forgot what I was.
We're going to cancel you.
Well, I forgot what I was going to say because my whole train of thought is now wrecked because I'm frozen, the Swede's frozen, Alan's frozen. We can't even see Scotsman. Bearded, you're the only one that's moving. Are you like just mentally in my head and messing here? You stop time. Oh, great. Bearded one. Give me some wisdom.
We're off to an absolute epic start. As always, you can expect quality content right here. With that being said, we will jump over to CB and see how he's doing. How you doing, brother?
We are doing all right so far. Got everything ready for tonight. Got all the criteria and stuff going down, and got my old fashioned here, so we are ready to rock and roll. And Daniel obviously is having internet problems.
Well, I gotta say that stash is absolutely epic. Absolutely epic, man. A champion what, 3 times over now?
Kind of technically, if you count my first deployment, that would be 4. So, yep.
You know, you got a good stash when you have to lift it up to take a drink of your old fashioned.
Absolutely. And then we have a very special guest. We haven't seen him in quite some time. I know he's been busy, but we have the one, the only, the biggest pussy on YouTube. What's up, brother, man?
See, now that's me. I'm not the old guy. I'm the biggest pussy on YouTube. What's going on, man? Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been on here. Just craziness, life, COVID, all that bullshit going on. I haven't had time really to do any YouTube stuff. I still get on there and watch some stuff from time to time, but honestly, like most of my free time has been, spending with the family. But yeah, man, it's good to get out here again and chat with you guys.
It's absolutely awesome that you decided to join us tonight, man. I've been missing you out here. You're definitely one of the staples that we've had in the show that I miss having around. Yeah, I'm really glad that you decided to come out. And life happens, and you end up kind of sidetracking. And especially me, like you have a bunch of other interests. Just because we're gun guys doesn't mean that we're not interested in other things. And we don't do other things. And you've branched out and widened your spectrum on YouTube quite a bit over the past year and a half, 2 years, 3 years. Who knows?
Three channels now. So yeah, I stay busy, even though like I said, I haven't been doing much in the way of YouTube. I've been meaning to, like, I'll, when I go out and do stuff, I'm like, oh, I should bring the camera with me. Or if you saw earlier, like in the summertime, I got into drones, flying drones and doing like drone photography and videos and stuff. So like I was really into that for a while, and I'll tell myself like, oh, I'm gonna bring my drone out to the range and get some cool circling footage of like shooting out on the range, and then I never do it. It's a pain in the ass sometimes to set up and film and then edit videos. Sometimes I just want to enjoy it and just go out there and do it. So that wins out a lot of times.
Oh, sweet idea. The drone. Okay, you were in the Air Force, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're used to seeing planes and pilots who go out and do gunnery practice. Get one of those targets that hang on with the streamer behind your drone and fly it back and forth in the gun range, and you and 5 of your buddies try to hit the streamer. Invite me. I'll bring a shotgun.
That could get expensive.
No, shotgun shells are cheap.
No, I'm talking about the drone.
Oh, screw you. I want fun. I want to have fun. You got 3 YouTube channels. You're raking in the bucks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. YouTube is paying the bills for sure.
Well, typically here on Foreign and Domestic, we don't have set agendas or even set topics. It's often fly by the seat of your pants, and that's not quite the case tonight. Tonight, we do have something going on. Last week, I challenged a man that is known for his beard to a battle of the beards. And that man is now in the room, Jamie JH586. And to be the judge and curator of this challenge, the 3-time champion of the Battle of the Beards here, 4 if you include deployments, the bearded CB himself. And you can see the man is an authority on beards. So we're not just taking any Joe Blow here and making him the judge of this. And I am glad that that Jamie ponied up and actually showed up for the show. I was kind of worried there for a minute.
Well, I'm sorry, man. It's Valentine's Day. My wife cooked pot roast, and I'm still chewing. I'll turn my camera on in a minute. So, look, man, if your wife goes to trouble to cook for you, you best eat.
Yes, absolutely. And in all actuality, I totally didn't put the dates together when I issued this challenge for this week.
Actually, about Wednesday or Thursday, it dawned on me. Alan didn't do his research real good on this one. But she's in there hoping that I'll have to cut my beard off right now. So,
Well, that was another one of the contingencies. So in the bottom of the banner and in the description for tonight's chat, there is the link for Justin's final mission. And you want to see me shave live, we got to pump some money towards Justin's final mission.
No, the way to do this, guys, don't do it on here. I do not want you guys doing it on here whatsoever. YouTube takes a huge chunk. It's a pain in the rear end. Don't do it on here. Please go over and donate directly. And I want you to put hashtag beard off. And that way I know that's exactly what it's for. Now we have to reach, what's the goal, CB? 1,000?
I think you said 1,500, Alan. Was that the goal, or are we going for 1,000 here?
I originally said 1,500. But I said 1,500 for the beard and the head. We hit 1,000, I'll take the beard.
All right, so there you go. So if we hit 1,000, he'll take the beard. We hit 1,500, he'll take it all.
There we go.
That's the first time that Jan has taken it all.
And left out in the cold rain and snow with nothing to protect myself with.
Yeah, you don't want to be left outside right now anyways. Nothing to just, all fall off. So
Yeah, here in Iowa, it's what, -10, -12 currently?
yeah, negative 30-degree wind chill. Yeah.
So if we hit $2,000, Kingpin is going to grow what he would call a beard. Most of you in the beard community probably know that as bum fluff. So there you go.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm telling you. So this week has been a good week for me. Other than I'm running myself more out of primers. I'm down to like 200 large pistol primers, and I'm not that far from small primers. And from the reports that we're getting, it's still going to be quite a ways out. So I don't know if how that's going to roll. Finding factory ammo hasn't been my main goal. It's been more worrying about getting primers.
Well, on that note, Shields did have a crap load of 380. They had a few boxes of 40 and a lot of 44 mag. So I think as far as buying it off the shelf, it's slowly going to start to come in. So give it a few months and you might see more primers. That's kind of how it played out the last main shortage. So you start seeing 380 on the shelf, then you know stuff's getting close.
well, I think until you start seeing everything stocked on the shelves, we're not going to see any primers, because you got to remember that those the primer manufacturers are the guys that make the primers that we buy on the shelves. So yeah, I was on this morning. I was on with Gizzard Gary, and there's a guy on there named Foose this morning, and he was He was saying he's predicting June of 22 before we start seeing primers and stuff.
Yeah, I figure it'll be at least the rest of this year.
See, that makes me sad because, you know, thanks to Scotsman, I have a cool press in the room back there, and I have not gotten started yet because it started out I didn't have the time to get everything, you know, situated and get everything I needed and get everything set up. And then it was you can't get anything, so I'm like, well, I guess that gets pushed back a little bit further now.
Sounds like we got a care package coming your way.
Get enough care packages lately.
Well, Bald and Curious is saying, hey, start donating $800 to get the beard to come off. So we've already had 200 go into the fund. We're 15 minutes in here. And I'll tell you honestly, the girlfriend's daughter is like, you need to get rid of that thing. It's just not right. And I'm like, it is right. It is right. But you'll have your chance. I know you only work at Dairy Queen, but if you want to put your money in to make it happen, it can happen tonight. I can be beardless once again during the middle of winter in Iowa.
Tomorrow would be one hell of a cold morning for you going to work. Oh, man, that'd be real cold. It's going to be 20 below when you leave your door. Oh.
Yeah. Let's make it happen, guys. Let's make it happen. Thanks to Bald and Curious, and an epic donation right there. Thank you, brother. Way to get us started off right.
Oh,
Yeah, that is absolutely phenomenal.
Did I just hear right? He put in how much?
200.
See, Squatch, I saw Gizzard Gary out there too. It was fun being on with him this morning, but I'm usually at church on Sunday mornings, but we haven't been meeting lately. We're about to start back up, I think. We'll see. So, I got a friend at church, and he used to be our orchestra director, and he's kind of goes hand in hand with what we're doing here tonight. He's in charge of a branch of the Kiwanis Club here in Rome, not the Kiwanis, the Exchange Club. They built a half-scale replica of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and they carry it all around the country and set it up with the chains around it, like at Arlington Cemetery and all that. And so they're starting a YouTube channel to talk about it's the 100th, the centennial celebration of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. And he was a soldier for in World War I who they couldn't identify, and they brought him back, and he's buried in the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. But since then, they have done DNA analysis, and they actually know who he is. So,
Jamie, you got a question out there, brother?
that would be a negative.
No. Jamie is a little bit more pricey than myself.
I had a girlfriend once, Josh, and that used to tell me, said I can be cheap or I can be easy, just not both at the same time. So,
see, here's the problem, Josh. Jamie's been growing that thing pretty much since the Red Sea was parted. So, I mean, it's got a lot of growth to it.
I started growing my beard November of 2018 for No Shave November, and you guys know how I'm always telling you, when you go for your checkups, make sure your doctor is checking your PSA numbers. Max, that would be more than you got.
Yes, Gizzard. If we reach the goal, I will be buzzing the beard right off live tonight. Live tonight, we hit that goal, and Val, our bald and curious fellow, fired it off right off the top, and he looked at the numbers. If everybody just donates $20, it's gonna be a done deal. And I don't mean to sound like Mario from Nintendo. It's not going to be a deal, but it's going to be a done deal. We just get $20 from everybody. It'll happen, and you'll see me have to buzz this thing off live. But with that said, did we so Beard, what do I call you on this, CB?
Judge, I guess. I'm the judge today, I suppose. I was kind of designated by Scotsman or you, I believe, last week on this one. So
He's the curator.
Being he's the judge, you should address him as Your Honor.
That's how I usually address them.
Your Honor, how do we go about judging these two Utes?
All right, so CB, would you care to explain the rules?
All right, so effectively last weekend we had a challenge. Alan B. Pro challenged Jamie JH586 to a beard fight, aka beard off. Alan threw it out there. If he raises $1,500 straight to Justin's final mission, he will shave his head and his beard. Whether or not that includes eyebrows, he kind of left that part out. But underneath the formation, Jamie accepted the challenge, and I was designated to be the judge or overseer of this particular battle of the beards. And we've got Jamie JH586 in his epicness, and then we've got Alan in his 6-month scramble to keep his face warm over the Arctic tundra that has come down here to Iowa this winter. And in that, we've got that based off of 5 categories. Now, first category is going to be color, that you know, everything is based off of, you know, uniformity, flow, how the color fits them. Second, badassery. I've had a problem with this one, trying to go between who and who here for that subject. So badassery is the second context, or second piece of whatever. You guys know what I mean. Number 3, the stash, aka the flavor saver. And then number 4, fullness. And then number 5, the 5th criteria, there I finally came up with the word, is shape. How it all comes together. And as you can see, I had to definitely come in prepared. If I'm going to be, you know, overseeing this, I might as well look the part. So.
And NIHAP just put a big donation in, so thank you, brother. Very awesome, very cool. $450 more to go, guys, and you'll see him shave that beard off live. And if we do $950, he'll shave everything off live.
That is absolutely impressive. Absolutely impressive. I don't want to freeze my freaking face off, but thank you.
One.
It's going to Justin. It's going to Justin.
Alan, would you?
I literally just got another promotion at work. I don't know how unprofessional that would make me look.
You'd be clean shaven, just like powder, in the middle of the Arctic freeze in Iowa. That's
all right. So cool. Matt, we're raising money for Justice Final Mission. For those of you that don't know what Justice Final Mission is, it is an organization that fights veteran suicide, and they're building cabins to help our veterans combat any mental issues and things of the like of that nature. And you guys know, a lot of us out here, we all fight for that and we all help. Try to do what we can and try to do fun challenges and things like that. So the beard off is just one of them that Alan came up with a couple of years ago. and we've had multiple challenges back and forth over the years, and it's always been a fun time. But that being said, we got about 5 more minutes before we actually start the challenge. So, Alan, you have anything else you want to say or throw out there before we start this challenge? Like I said, we got about 5 more minutes before we get started.
Well, yeah. Again, Justin's final mission. It's all about the veterans and veteran suicide awareness. This organization is done through Active Heroes. None of us here that you see, none of us in the backgrounds see a penny of this. This goes, excuse me, this goes directly to benefit the Justin's final mission cause. And I will gladly freeze my freaking face off here in the frozen tundra of Iowa to assist Justin's final mission any way, shape, or form. And we're already more than halfway there.
I gotta interrupt you. I'm sorry. NIHAP, New York Half-Ass Prepper, just donated again. Brother, thank you so much. There's another 150 in the pot. We got 50 from Kingpin, and we also have the gun-toting pacifists out there threw in 50 as well. So we are well on the way.
Absolutely phenomenal. It's we've done a number of the Battle of the Beards, and they're fun every single time. It has nothing at all to do with the craziness that's going on in our world or the BS of our politics or anything else. It's just a damn good time. And I think it was probably stupid of me to challenge that guy. But whenever I do challenges, I do them stupid. I mean, I had a drink off with freaking Bald and Curious, for God's sake. Like I was going to succeed in that. But to have this man, the three-time champion of the Battle of the Beards, it's just an honor, man. It's an honor and it's a blast. And I probably look forward to losing. That's all. It looks like everybody's like on the way to making my girlfriend and her daughter very happy because I won't have a beard.
We need $200 more, and that's coming off. And we haven't even started the challenge yet.
Yes,
So,
but I have to have the contingency. It can only come off after the challenge is complete.
Correct.
We have to run the gauntlet of the challenge.
So before we get to that, real fast, CB, we did have Kingpin out there would like a good explanation of who started Justice Final Mission. I think yourself would be very good at that. I don't like to try and talk as much as possible. I like to spread the love. So if you would, sir, please go ahead and let everyone know.
Justin's Final Mission was started in effect with Active Heroes for activeheroes.org for veterans with PTSD, so on. Major Justin Fitch himself was the one who was extremely involved in that hence Justin's Final Mission, and it was literally his final mission. He, coming back from the sandbox, suffered from PTSD and everything that kind of went along with that, and the lack of support networks that were the VA provided or didn't provide. He was part of that, and through that he worked his ass off to build a network for others who had the same problem as him. big problem with that was eventually he was diagnosed with cancer and succumbed to cancer. That he succumbed to cancer, which was his last mission, was to basically help build the cabins and give people and their families together a place where they could come, recover, recoup, get a peace of mind.
Absolutely awesome. Thank you, brother. Guys, we've been working with this on this mission for as long as I've been on YouTube now. I came across it through Eric Ebomi, and through Eric, I met a whole bunch of you guys as well. And it's been nothing but an honor to help with this mission. And anytime we can come together and do fun challenges and stuff like this, it just makes it all more worth the while and just having a good time with it. And with that being said, Bald and Curious threw another 150 in there, and we have a few other donations. So we have gone over the $1,000 mark already. If we hit that $1,500 mark, we will shave everything off. So only a little bit more to go, guys.
Yeah, half hour in. You people are absolutely unbelievably phenomenal. Half hour in. And we're already getting the funds going right to Justin's final mission. Absolutely phenomenal. Much love to everyone.
Absolutely awesome. With that being said, before we get started, real quick, Jamie, last words before we start the challenge.
Yeah. Got a new T-shirt. Why we do what we do. I don't know if y'all can see this. We're the land of the free because of the brave.
That's an awesome shirt, man.
Okay, and I want to say one more thing before we do this. Hunch up my man Bearded CB up here. I want to get a close-up of that handlebar mustache. That is absolutely awesome. And show your bicep like you did earlier. Now, does this dude look like he's ready for a bare knuckles boxing match or what?
There we go. Very cool.
There you go.
Yeah, yep.
So, to you guys out there who have served our country, Willie Bullet Man, CB, Daniel, we and the Swede as well, we owe you our eternal gratitude. We thank you for what you did, and for the guys who didn't make it home. What can we say?
The only thing we can do is just remember them and be thankful. And, I always say thank you, veteran, when you see one. Sometimes they may not want to be thanked, but at the end of the day, if you can, I always try to thank veterans, let them know, hey, we appreciate it, and show them support, man. It may be that little conversation may be the one thing that just makes their day. They suffered through a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
All right. So with that,
never mind.
we'll throw it over. We'll throw it over to the big Swede real quick. Last words before we get this kicked off.
No, I was just gonna say, stuff like Justin's final mission, any kind of like, veteran, suicide awareness, that kind of stuff. That's a near and dear thing to my heart. A lot of guys in the military, you may not have been like impacted personally by a suicide, but everybody knows of someone that took that step because whatever the case was, they couldn't get the help they needed. Things just seemed too out of control for them to handle. So I love yes, it's cool. We're gonna get to see Alan shave, but the important thing is raising money for this cause, because it does help. Like every little bit helps. I've been in that place myself, and people being there for me and helping me out, pulled me out of that. So, like I said, it's a near and dear thing to my heart. So I appreciate everybody that's throwing money out there to this.
Absolutely. Daniel, final words before we begin this challenge.
I'm just ready to get rocking. I was hoping that Alan would have, since we hit that 1,000 mark, that he would have already shaved, because I want to see Jamie win one.
Well, and you see, that's one of the things. Jamie has participated in a few of these challenges, and surprisingly so, he did not get the casting challenge. That was amazing to me. And so it does kind of it does kind of amaze me that Jamie hasn't won one. Did I think going into this that I would be able to beat Jamie? No, maybe give him a little run for his money. But I mean, how do you beat a beard that's like 2,500 years old?
All right. Real quick, $400 more, and he's shaving everything off. So $400 more, guys. You rock. You really do. We appreciate it very much. With that being said, CB, let's get this started.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming in. Today we have the legendary Jamie JH586 against the contestant Alan B. Pro, aka Jan is Gay. Now, Jan definitely has one hell of a flavor saver going on here today, folks. But then again, it's hard to beat Jamie JH586 with his epicness since Moses was a baby. Now, on that note, we do have one hell of a beard fight on our hands today. On that, we've got 5 categories on which this will be judged. First one being color. Second one being badassery. Third one being the stash, aka the flavor saver. 4 will be fullness, and 5 will be on the premise of shape. So those are our 5 categories for today's competition that we have before us. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Somebody call my phone.
Okay, hey, Bearded, you needed to try this. Let's get ready to rumble!
There you go. All right. So the first one was color.
Color. Now we're going to go off of uniformity, how the color flows through the beard. Mine's obviously a little jacked up. So,
Big Swede, you're up first.
So we're voting here? Is that what we're doing?
You got to vote.
All right. I gotta go with Alan here on color. Like, just, uniformity. He's got like areas of gray. He's got areas darker, but very uniform. Works throughout the whole beard. So I got to go with Alan on this one.
All right. There's one for Alan. Daniel.
Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to say both of you, thank you for donating your beards to this great cause. But secondly, and more important, why didn't either of you wear a black shirt to offset the beard? Your shirt matches your beard. It's like, okay, where does the shirt stop and the beard begin? I mean, okay, look, see the master down there, 3-time champ, dark shirt. Okay.
I actually was thinking of wearing a white shirt, but unfortunately, I didn't even get any beard prep in. I got no balm, no oils, nothing in it. Oh, and Jesse, that the beard is already gone. We have already gotten to the point where my beard's gone tonight.
All right. Since Jamie kept quiet and Alan whined, my vote is for Jamie. Jamie sit there and took it like a man, and Alan, you folded like a Frenchman in a battle. Oh, this is a battle. The Battle of the Beards. I didn't know he's French.
Can I make a quick recommendation? Any of you guys into milsurps? The French ones are the ones to buy because they've never been fired and only been dropped once. I know you've heard that.
They've only got minor scratches.
And most of them had the original Cosmoline because they weren't ever even cleaned.
All right, so CB, we got one for Jamie, we got one for Alan. I'm gonna make my vote, and then we'll throw it out to the side chat. And when I throw it out to the side chat, guys, you're gonna have 1 minute to get your vote in. And CB was obviously in charge, and he's gonna watch the side chat and make sure he pays attention to the time on that. So the color's a tough one on this. You know, Alan's got a lot going on. He really does. He's got a lot going on in there. But it also looks like he just kind of ate out of a garbage can and came up with all this crap in his beard. So it's kind of tough. Then you got Jamie, who just looks like Santa Claus, you know, or Moses. How can you not go with that? So I'm going to vote Jamie on this one.
Well, that's how Moses got his style. I mean, he opened up a magazine back in those days and went, hey, I want to look like that guy.
All right. So the time now, we'll wait till it goes to 7:42. So I will say go, and you'll have 1 minute to get your vote in.
There is a couple already for Jamie. There is a couple already in the side chat for Jamie on color.
And Josh Benware, on behalf of the English, I would like to say thank you.
Oh, I got one. Pistol Pete. Yeah, there you are, man. Good job, Pistol Pete.
You got three. There's Ghost Rider and
Ghost
Edward.
Rider, Edward Petty. Man, you guys are my man. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, how could they vote for him? I mean, that kind of looks like a calico cat or a hamster's on his face.
Thanks, Tim. PC Bullet Empire's out there. Good to see you out, bud.
AR Gun 1776. Thank you, sir. Yep,
What?
the category of color, man. I don't know how you guys are going to rank that out there.
All right, time is up. So while CB's going back through and making sure he's got all the votes in properly, what is the next category, sir?
Category number 2 is going to be badassery. How badass is this beard? Part of that, well, you got to kind of take a look into the background. You got a guy with the target. You got a guy with the target. You got a guy with the flag. You got a guy with the flag. You got a guy with the German plane. Whatchamacallit there, the cross.
You mean the Templar flag?
Oh,
the Templar battle flag?
Okay, Templar flag, and then, a crossbow.
All right, so we're going to start with Daniel this time. So, Daniel, badassery.
Okay. On the one side with Alan, you have a guy that's got a cute calico cat going on. Okay. Then on the other side, you got a guy that looks like he's just walked out of a biker bar. Okay. I mean, big, burly and stuff. He's laid back. He's not leaning forward like this. I mean, he's just laid back saying, yeah, that's right. Jamie's got my badassery. I'm sorry, Alan, you look too cute.
I see your point, Daniel. I see your point. Jamie would probably be able to pull off the Viking horns and a big axe a lot better than I could.
I can see him going. I can get away. I can see him getting away with it. Be going into the biker bar, breaking out the Bible, and giving them a sermon, and they would not give him any lit. That's how bad he looks. They wouldn't even mess with him.
All right, so we got one vote for Jamie. Big Swede.
All right, so coming from a Scandinavian background, the Vikings of old days, I have to agree with Daniel here that Alan looks like he shapes that shit up a little bit. He's got the razor, maybe the scissors going, making it nice and shaped. But Jamie just looks like a badass Viking dude, like just face full of hair, ready to go into battle, grab that axe, and just go to town. So I got to go with Jamie for the badassness.
Okay. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I'm going to throw it out to the side chat before I cast my vote. So, with that being said, let's wait for the time to switch over real quick. And again, you guys will have 1 minute from the minute I say go. So, hang on 1 second here, and let's. Now we got to wait on time. Good old time. This is definitely a tough category, though. That's for sure.
Bald and Curious says that all I need is a Bowie knife and a bear rug. That almost sounds like a nice date.
That would to Jan indeed. That would to Jan.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Lakeview
Oh, there
Outdoors.
you go.
All right, folks, go. Cast your vote.
All right, now while we're waiting on them, couldn't you imagine seeing Jamie coming down the chimney in a Santa Claus suit, and how many kids would end up with psychological problems for the rest of their lives?
No, not at all. I would think that they'd just expect that that's what Santa looks like.
A biker?
Me, on the other hand, they'd be like calling the cops or shooting at me.
There better be a reloader. They're not going to have any ammo to shoot at you, bud.
I'm not even going to wait till the time's up on this one. I think this one is a unanimous between the side chat and the votes we already have. Jamie just walks the park with this one. My vote would also go to Jamie. I mean, I have to agree with both the Swede and Daniel. If Jamie walked into a bar and started preaching, they'd all shut up and listen. So that's pretty badass right there.
That's high compliments. Thank you very much.
All right, Mr. CB, if you would, sir. Next category.
Next category is going to be the stash, aka the flavor saver. Now, on this one, it's going to be a close because of how they both kind of look akin to similar. So you got to pay real close attention on, how everything's formed, how it's shaped, how it comes together with the rest of the beard. There's a lot going on here between these two. That's a real tough one.
All right, so we'll get a quick close-up for you. I know everyone loves seeing close-ups of Jan.
Especially Jan.
Yeah, especially Jan.
So y'all get a good look at that right there.
I just wish I could pull off the CB. Wow.
Well, you got a ways to go, and at the end of this chat, you're going to have even more ways to go. And then we'll get a quick. Oh, where'd he go? There we go. There we go.
I try to keep mine trimmed up a little bit. If I didn't, I couldn't see my mouth at this point.
Makes it easier for all that pot roast. You were able to keep it cleaner by keeping it cleaner. So,
Absolutely.
All right, so we will start with Big Sweet on this one.
All right. So this is a very difficult one, very evenly matched here. It's a toss up, but I think I'm gonna have to go Jamie. Just I don't know.
You got to explain your reasons.
It just I honestly I think for me just the color of the mustache kind of flowing down into the beard is kind of what does it for me there. So I got to go with Jamie on that one.
All right, Daniel.
Change.
While he's trying to figure that out, guys, I would like to throw a big thank you out to West Covina Dodge and also to Gizzard Gary. They also threw in. So we are $300 away from Janice Gay shaving everything off live. You guys all rock. Much appreciated. All right, Daniel, you got it fixed?
No.
And everybody knows that kids are the most honest. Kids are the most honest. Gun-toting pacifist says, me. His kids say me.
There you go.
I'm back on now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So yeah, see, whenever I freeze up, just switch screens and that brings it back. Alan, I know it's a shock, and this is why I choose Alan. Okay, look at the color of his mustache, and then the color that goes down all the way down below his chin. So next time, Alan, just shave everything off except the mustache and this part that comes down the sides and shave in the chin. That way your mustache will go all the way to your belly button.
Then you look like Senior on American Choppers.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that is ultimately cool, man.
Yeah, I mean that's the look you need to be going for, Alan.
The full length handlebar, baby. The full length handlebars.
All right, so I would have to go with Alan on the Flavor Saver, simply because for two reasons. Number one, Alan's looks a little bit fuller than Jamie's, probably because Jamie trims his up, but that's not saying that's a bad thing. But his looks a little bit fuller, and he has the thickness and the color all going together. So I'd have to give it to Jan on this one. With that being said, we will throw it out to the side chat and get you guys' vote. So we'll wait for the time to roll over one more time here real quick. All right.
Oh, there's no reason for that. They've already voted.
All right, go.
It's all for me anyway. It's all for this fabulous Flavor Saver. I know it's nothing like the CBs, but I mean, dang.
So far, you've got all the votes. Oh, there's one for Jamie, two for Jamie. This is a tight one right here. This is a tough one. This one's a close one. CB is going to have to pay real close attention when he's adding all these up. So.
I like Max's comment. That's pretty good, Max.
Yeah,
Max is like Jan out there.
Max is afraid I won't give him any venison at Thanksgiving.
All right, time. So New York Outcast was the last one with a vote in there. So while CB's adding all those up, we'll continue talking. We're not going to do everything right off the bat. We're going to give a little bit of time. So we got two more categories to go, and we'll get to those here in a little bit. So with that being said, Alan, what you been up to this week, man? Have you been doing any shooting, any reloading? I know you kind of hang tight on primers and stuff, but.
Yeah, really very, very high and tight on primers right now. I have been doing some more reloading, more in the 10 millimeter area than anything else, and messing with my powder variants a little bit. Did just a few test loads here and there, because I'm not going to run a big batch of anything without without figuring out where I want to go. Now I'm running the blue dot and the 10 millimeter, and with the 147s that I'm running, I'm finding that right about 9 is actually pretty good. The book is telling me 8.1 was my start, and that's where I started at. And so I went I've been going a little bit more than that, and I'm now up to I'm up to 9, and I'm liking the impulse on that. So mostly what little bit of time that I've had, personal wise, I've been pulling 12 plus hour days, and I got promoted this week at my work. So I will now be doing my boss's job exclusively.
Awesome. Good deal, man. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Congrats.
So, Jamie, what you been up to this week, brother?
Well, we had our Christian Motorcycle Association's Seasons of Refreshing yesterday. So I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning and drove from where I live here in northwest Georgia all the way down to Warner Robins, close to the Air Force Base down there, and I taught the new members class, which was pretty cool. So it's always fun to meet the new members, and we had 7 in our class. So hopefully the organization is growing a little bit. So that's very, very nice, very cool, and made some stops on the way back. I bought myself a new rifle cleaning rod, and this one is probably a brand y'all may have heard of. It's called J. Dewey. Anybody know J. Dewey? No?
Doesn't ring a bell to me.
No.
Well, anyway, it has a coated rod and a ball bearing handle. So it's very nice. Very cool.
Come on, Maggie. Get out.
So MCK's out there too. What's up, fella? Hope you're doing well.
So, Big Swede, any more music videos coming up here anytime soon? I know a lot of folks out there really like that channel. I, for one, do.
Yeah, I've got a couple things in the works, but honestly, the long pull on those things is like waiting for other people to do their parts, and like just finding guys that want to do them. Sometimes like drums is always a tough one. Like I got like 1 or 2 guys that I know that do them, but they don't want to do every song that I want to do. So like, trying to find guys that want to do the songs that I want to do. That's always kind of a big challenge. And then waiting for them to record and send me their stuff, so then I can, put everything together and whatnot. So I got a couple things in the works, but we'll see how long it takes to actually get them out.
Well, and those videos, that just the music alone, let's forget about the video, just the audio alone, putting all that together has got to be time consuming. How you can do that, it baffles me. I don't understand how you can mesh all these different audios together like that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like technology nowadays makes it a lot easier because you don't need a whole lot of high-tech equipment to record music nowadays. Like, it used to be if you wanted to record music, you had to go to a music studio and, record stuff. But like nowadays, like in my case, I do it down in my basement. So, as long as people have a computer and a way to plug something in, either a microphone or like, I got a guitar effects processor and amp modeler that I plug directly in and record my stuff that way. So, it's just a matter of taking each individual's, piece that they recorded and then mixing them together into one, cohesive thing.
My stepson's a drummer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, maybe I can get him to grab some of those electronic drum sets, and Scotsman to give you my information. I'll hook you up with him
Yeah, man. I'm always looking for players.
if you need a drummer. So there was a lot of comments in the side chat about Jay Dewey rods. They say everybody knows Jay Dewey out there. So yeah, and another guy says, let me back up here. Let me find exactly who said this. I don't want to blame this on somebody that didn't say it. Yeah, my buddy, Mad Sexy. Yeah. The Crazy Scotsman, can we get the bearded CB to show us a real beard? Okay. Remember that, Sexy. Remember that. I got a story for y'all. Quick story. The year I graduated from high school, Playboy magazine put out a list of the top 10 party schools in the United States of America. The number one winner was Georgia Tech with an asterisk. And so you read all these schools, Georgia Tech, UCLA, I'll get down to the bottom of number 10, and there was the asterisk telling you what the asterisk means. And it said University of Georgia would have been ranked number one, but you can't rank professionals with amateurs. So with that being said, we have the proper judge tonight.
Well, I'm pretty sure you were proud that your school was featured in the third issue of Playboy magazine. I mean, that must have been awesome. There, your alma mater, right on the button there. So,
I'm sure Playboy been around a lot longer than 1980. That was the year I graduated high school. I can't believe that's been almost 40 years ago. Guys, time flies when you're having fun.
tempted to make you feel really old, but it's kind of an asshole move, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Oh, go
Yes,
ahead.
Bearded CB. 1980 was the year you were born.
82. Turned 39 2 weeks ago. So he was already out of school long before I was even a dream.
Yeah, well.
Although, look at his head of hair. Honestly, he's got a full head of hair. I've got a patch. So
I have a full head of hair in the front. In the back, I have none.
Yeah,
Oh,
Air Force and
got
Navy
more
will
there.
do that to you. There's something about Air Force and Navy guys. I don't know what it is, but
all the headgear.
Yeah, see, we don't do the headgear in the Air Force.
It's JP5 exposure. That's what it is.
Either that or radar.
well, thank you, Patriot in the Dark. That's great to see.
So, guys, we need $150 more, and Alan B. Pro, Janice Gay will shave everything off.
Man, I'm telling you, Josh Benoit's on my backside tonight. Bad. All because I made a little joke about the French. I'm sorry, man.
The joke about the French, usually it's the truth, even if you're joking or not. So, I mean, it's the French.
Yeah.
The side chat is on fire. With that being said, Alan, you want to run through the side chat, brother?
I was just thinking that same thing because just trying to read that, I can't keep a straight face. Andy 79 Z28, Analia Brown out there, Bald and Curious, the Great Fuzz Fork 8 G23, Ghost Rider USA, of course, Josh Benware with the liners. Lakeview Outdoors, Mad Sexy, Patriot in the Dark, already said Lakeview Outdoors, MCK, PC Bullet Empire, Thor's Axe. Man, it's just going on and on. It's absolutely fire out there. Kingpin, and thank you everyone. JIT Preparedness, AR Guns, man, it's awesome. Edward Petty out there, gun loving grandpa. Yeah, it is. It's great to see everyone out there tonight. And my girlfriend and her daughter are going to thank you for disposing of my magnificence that's keeping my face warm.
That's going to be epic. And we're only 150 away from the whole thing coming out.
From the whole thing. I mean, you know, I
don't know if they'll thank us for the top part coming off, but I'm sure they'll thank us for the bottom part.
It's the
well, give it a couple of days and she's just going to like the way it's going to tickle in between her thighs. She'll be happy.
Yeah, Jason Stewart jumping in out there as well. Yeah, New York Outcast. Not sure if I.
Yeah, he gets to keep the eyebrows. He just got promoted, so we're gonna let him save the eyebrows. However, we could do slits.
I can't go the Vanilla Ice road, man. I just can't go the Vanilla Ice road. I mean, we could try to get Big Swede to shave his eyebrows. It wouldn't look any different.
No, this man, video games are violent nowadays. Jeez.
Mr. Sanchez, we got French fries from the French. Don't forget that. They make some of the finest wine in the world if you're into that kind of thing.
Now we'll be nice to Alan. We'll let him keep his eyebrows. With that being said, CB, let's get another category.
All right, the next category is going to be fullness. Now, how full does this beard look to you? Not only just how it looks, but how well does it fit their face as far as fullness goes? So there's a few things there. Obviously, if they, like Daniel said, if they would have worn a black shirt, you'd be able to gauge this just a little bit better. But it is what it is, and we're going to go with what we got.
Okay, so we're going to do this a little bit different because I want to give everyone an equal opportunity. So Daniel, you're going to be up first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up Alan so you can see Alan in full. And I'm going to give you just 30 seconds to talk about what you think about Alan's beard in full.
Okay, Alan, lean closer to the camera. Lean closer. All right, because I'm looking for where I can stop seeing skin through the beard. And it looks just about lip level where the skin disappears. And underneath his lip, he's got a big lower lip. You ever know that, kind of like that Bubba from the Forrest Gump? Okay, he's got that sticking out there where I can see a lot of lip under there.
It works well for his other job, being on the corner street.
Yeah, and then, well, okay, keep turning. Okay, everyone, check this out. Look at in the ear. The hair is even coming out of his ear. All right, I'm an old guy. I've got that problem. They got these trimmers. You can trim that out so you can hear a lot better.
All right. Time's up on Alan. Jamie, there you go.
Okay, Jamie, lean up here closer to the lens. I got to look at the skin level. Okay, he obviously shaves to where the skin stops coming through the beard. So he has if the beard starts, it has an immediate stoppage, and he shaves under the lip too. so he's not losing as much food, and that's pretty smart there. Looking down the lower, now that I can see it better, because when you're leaning back, Jamie, with that shirt, it kind of like fades your beard out, so I couldn't see it. So you got some long, good length and good fullness, and it's formed to fit your head. It's well, if you take a look at Alan, it's formed to make his head look even fatter than it actually is, and he's already got a fat head. So
Only up here.
Okay, so with all of that being said, who do you vote for?
Okay, since I got a good close up, at first I was going to go with Alan because his shirt is a little darker and it kind of like changed it. But then I got a close up and looking at Jamie's. I'm going to have to go with Jamie on that one.
All right, and your main reason being?
Once I could see it, it's the fullness and where on like Alan, he doesn't shave it where the skin is showing through, where Jamie does. So his beard automatically hides the face.
Okay. All right. And Big Sweet, I'm going to do the same thing for you, sir. So 30 seconds with Alan.
All right, so the first thing that I noticed with Alan here is, and I gotta say I'm a little envious, is he's got some good fullness on the sides. The weak area of my beard, I got a good chin, but I don't have good sides. So he's got a lot of good fullness there. Let me see here. Okay. Yeah. I don't see a ton of bare or patchy areas. So, it fills in really nice. All right. Yeah.
All right. And there you go, sir.
All right. Now, with Jamie, again, good fullness everywhere. He's got, good sides. He's got some good length to it. Shape wise, I think Jamie, fits the face a little bit better. It falls off of the face and then into the length really well. You don't have any areas where it's like, oh, this is weak or, so like nice coverage. It's got, good stuff on the sides there, good stuff in the front on the chin, good length. All right.
All right, sir. If you would cast your vote and why.
So, on this one, while I like I said, while I do envy Alan's chops that he's got going there, I think overall the full aesthetic, I got to go with Jamie on this one. Like I said, just good thickness on the sides as well as length. It just flows really well.
All right, so there we go. All right, now see, so I gotta ask Alan. And this is just, I have to. Why does your beard curl up under?
Why does it go up and under? Mostly because I actually have no chin. It just doesn't grow under. Why it does this, I'm not quite exactly sure. It could be because, well, I sleep with a mask on. I've had to wear a mask to sleep in. So all of this is super dense down here, but you can't see it because it all does. It all curls down and under, and then it flares out like a mushroom top. So,
well, you definitely got the flare going on, that's for sure. And then we got Jamie. See, Jamie's got the length. He's got all of that coming together. He's got the whole ZZ top thing going on. This is a tough one for me. So before I cast my vote, we are going to throw it out to the side chat. And I'm going to leave these up. I'm going to go back and forth for you guys. So you can kind of get a good look. And we're just going to go ahead and say, go. Cast your votes.
Jamie here looks like he's reading a book.
Dang, Alan.
He more than likely is, and it's probably a reloader's guide of some sort.
Jamie, you need to turn your head to the side so they can see how much is coming off the. There you go.
There you go.
I hope it matches.
I mean, that's I mean, I don't have the whole swoop. Mine does. It curls up and under. Where
All right, and
Jamie's got the whole swoop.
All right, time. All right, last vote in was AR gun 1776 on my side. So CB, that's on you right there. I'm gonna have to go with Jamie on this one. When he turns to the side, I mean, it's just epic. Just look at that thing; it's epic. That's all I got to say on that one. So, let's see. We're not quite ready to do the last one just yet. Daniel, throw out a topic, man. What you got?
Topic. It's going to be getting pretty daggone cold out here. It is they're looking at the temperature dropping, a big snowstorm hitting, that we've moved my wife's pregnant goats into the garage. So all this barking you've been hearing is every time the goats in my house make a noise, the dogs start barking. So I want to apologize for that. But the real topic is, how do you get that gun past your wife on Valentine's Day?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Spirited CB?
Well, you could always try to hide it in the truck for a little while before you eventually, while you're out shooting with it, bring it back in with the other guns. So I guess you could kind of try to camouflage it that way. Like, I've had it a little bit and go that route. Maybe
Spirited, big Swede.
This is easy, man. You tell her it's for her.
Bingo! Happy Valentine's Day, dear.
That's the way you do it. It's just like Christmas, where you get your kids stuff that you want to play with, you know?
And Scotsman can tell you that's a true story in my house.
Absolutely is every time. Every time. Not just Valentine's Day. That's a weekly occurrence.
Jamie.
We do have a question out there from Kingpin. And Sweet, I'll let you take this one right off the bat. Does facial hair keep your face warmer for real?
I say yes. Being an avid snowboarder, I'm out on the mountain, rolling down the mountain. It's cold, wind. Definitely having the face sweater on does help.
I'd have to agree with you 100%. It really does. The only thing that sucks about having a beard and it being cold is when it gets to that icy rain stuff and you start freezing your beard. That's the only sucky part about it.
Yeah, when it's cold enough to where your breath even starts freezing in your beard.
Yeah, you start getting icicles. That's the only sucky part. Other than that, no, seriously, it does keep your face warm, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So you got the question on if it keeps your face warm. In this picture, which if I can get out of the glare, in this picture, my face did not feel cold at all in the slightest. So this is just typical Iowa tundra, but my face was not cold in the slightest. It makes a big difference. It really, really does.
Jamie, your thoughts?
This is a for real thing, guys. I'm not kidding you. If the weirdest sensation ever is having a nice full beard, and Daniel can tell you this from recent experience, and then shaving it off. For 2 days, it feels like there is a air conditioner blowing on your face. It's like, what is that aftershave that you put on and it makes your face feel cool and tight? It's like having that on your face. Obviously, I've not used aftershave in a long time, but yeah, it's like that cooling, tingling sensation.
Yeah, I went out from going outside, working outside, having a nice warm face all the time. Shaved it off, went out the next day, and it's like, God, this stuff is messed up. It is cold. So
All
the
right.
beard definitely keeps you warm.
So we got a couple other questions now. We'll start with Bald and Curious. So what does it do for you in 80-degree weather? Well, it sweats.
Yeah.
The simple answer is it sweats. It sucks. You get all that sweat pouring off your lip, and yeah, it's horrible.
Once again, face sweater.
Yep. And then Jamie, do you use beard oils or balms? If so, what kind?
I use Honest Amish Beard Balm. It has lots of nutrients and stuff like that. I also use some that Mr. Kyle Lusk made for me, and the oil smells really good. The balm is more for holding the shape, but unlike Alan, y'all have seen him use his comb several times tonight. I've not touched my comb since we've been on the air, so just gotta let it do what it's gonna do, man. I mean, one of my heroes is Ray Charles, and that was his favorite line right before he started counting them off, man. So
Yeah, tonight I've got absolutely nothing in my beard. I've got no balms, no oils, anything else. This is bare naked. I've got a particular beard shampoo that I use, and that helps get rid of beard drift. That dandruff that you'll get on your beard from your beard. But other than that, that's why you've seen me comb my stuff out a lot, is because I've got no oils, no balms, no creams, nothing in my beard right now.
Yeah, Honest Amish is probably one of the best ones I've seen out there. I use the exact same thing. Really good stuff. And then the only other thing I use is I do have beard shampoo that I use, and it's all natural stuff. So it's actually really, really good. And I'm glad I got it because it keeps my beard a lot, um, keeps it from being so dry. Working in the steel plant, it gets dry pretty quick. So keeps the moisture in there, and that way it's not drying up as fast.
and I'll add to that, Josh. The best time to use it is when you get out of the shower and it's still wet and steamy. Rub that stuff in there real good, and it don't take much. You don't need very much at all, but it really neutralizes your a lot of vitamins and nutrients that'll help keep it from from breaking off. You're like when I go out and cut firewood and haul the firewood in, I got my arms, you know, full of firewood, and my beard is tucked up under that wood coming in, and you're walking with it. So it can just that firewood can just rip the hair out or break the hair off. You gotta, yeah, it really helps. And I agree with what you said earlier about the in the summer it does keep your face from getting sunburned.
Absolutely. All right, Mr. Seeley, sir, if you would, the last topic.
Before we jump into the last topic, can we see the 3-time champions, what he's rocking tonight? We blow up the bearded CB, and this is a 3-time champion battle of the beard. Since the last time, the Flavor Saver has gotten very, very distinguished and just completely epic. The beard itself is nearly a small tribe all by itself. That is what is truly called an Allen, an English term used for a very dense forest. And man, epicness right there.
Now we're getting all technical and shit.
Yeah, that's how it's done, guys.
You never know what you're gonna get on foreign domestic.
I've always wanted myself a mustache like that and a pair of Ivy-handled 45 Colts.
No,
Single action.
those handlebars are pretty epic right there.
They are. That is awesome.
So with that being said, let's get the last one here, and go ahead, sir.
All right, category number 5. This is going to be based upon shape. Now, let's not go last one where it was fullness and how everything kind of went together. We're just focusing pretty much from here down overall shape of the beard. Now, this is where we're going to get that side profile look again from each of these guys. Give you a look. Now, we're just focusing on the shape. Now, not how their head fits in like, Alan and how he talked about things being fatter. We're going to actually be talking about the shape of the beard on its own itself. Fullness blends with the head. Shape of the beard just goes for the beard.
All right. So, Big Swede, you're up first, sir.
All right. So, I mean, like similar to the last topic, but not the same. I gotta ask you a question, Alan. Do you regularly, shape it up or trim it up to keep things in line?
The only trimming that has been done, honestly, has been right here next to my ear.
Okay. All right.
Nothing else has been trimmed. None of this has been trimmed since I started growing it. And this was the middle of October.
Okay. So just naturally you have a pretty decent shape. Like you don't have like areas that are longer than others. So, nice, fluid shape throughout the whole thing. And if you're doing that without trimming, that's pretty good. I'd say that's a good shape there. And then, okay, there we go. All right. See, now Jamie is more of the like we were talking earlier, the old school badass Viking. Like Jamie doesn't do no trimming. He just gets up and he does his thing and he goes out and he grabs his battle axe and rapes and pillages. But again, still a nice, good shape. Like as it gets longer, it doesn't get really skinny where like some people, as it gets longer, they'll get a really skinny beard at the bottom. Still got some good width to it all the way through the length of it. So, again, good shape there.
All right, sir. So can we get your vote?
See, this is a tough one for me.
All right. Think on it. We're going to go to Daniel.
Okay. All right.
Daniel.
Okay. Alan, turn your head to this right. Keep going. All right. Now turn your head to the left. Now you notice it's square. So it kind of fits and then it comes to an abrupt stop right there. And it's we're talking about the total shape of the beard. My memory's kind of messed up.
Yeah, shape is the category.
Okay, so you definitely got a side profile square. And now let's get to Jamie here. Okay, turn that way. Okay, now stop right there. The shape of Jamie's right here is like a possum hanging by its tail on a tree branch. Okay,
Sorry,
all the way down. Yeah, it comes out like the head down at the bottom. It comes to the point. It's like, your mutton chops are the tail hanging on, and it comes down, goes into fullness, and then comes down to the point. So it's more natural, in tune with nature. But Alan's is like mechanical, a square. You don't see too many square shapes out there in the woods. So for my aspect as a hunter, if I would see Jamie up there in a tree, I'd go, if I was a deer, walking through the woods, doing my thing, I would think, oh, hi, Mr. Possum, how you doing? And I'd be walking all the by, and all of a sudden, boom, Jamie would kill me. If I seen that with Alan, it's like, oh, what's that square doing up in that woods? And I'd raise my tail and I'd run. So I've got to go with Jamie on this because he would have shot me.
Okay. All right. Before we get Big Swede's vote and before we get my vote, we're going to go ahead and throw it to the side chat. So I'm gonna say go.
In the category of shape,
Hey, Scotsman, you want to highlight Burnaby's comment out there? That was a good one.
Stormtroopers, yes.
I think that wins the comment of the show.
It's true.
very, very true. I definitely got the stormtrooper bell going on there.
I'm trying to figure out how exactly you did that, Alan. But I'm thinking with about another month, 2 months, and you get it down past where it naturally hits your body, it'll straighten out and come on down.
All right.
Yeah.
And time. All right. Last one in was Air Gun 1776. So while Phoebe's working on that, Big Swede, what will be your decision, sir, and why?
All right, so I think in the end, I'm gonna have to throw it to Alan. Just that, like I said, just that natural, clean shape, like nothing longer in areas, no straggly hairs. He just has a nice clean shape to it. I got to go with Alan on this one.
All right.
Sweet.
There's a vote for Alan.
Sweet, have you seen my damn beard, buddy?
Again, you win the badassery category.
I'm sorry, I had to do that. I'm sorry.
So for me, as far as shape goes, I really just don't understand this whole curling thing going on. Like what is wrong with that? It's odd.
It's from the Shamogs, I'm telling you.
It's just very, very odd. I think if it flowed more directly down and straight, it'd probably look a lot better and more fuller and be a much better shaped beard. So for me, I'm gonna have to go with Jamie on this one, just because I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Alan, 2 more months and you get it down past where it's curling under where it's hitting your body, and yeah, man, that thing be too cool. That is the best 6 months. Huh?
There ain't gonna be 2 more months.
Well, he can start over tomorrow. Come on, guys.
Tonight is going to be a reset.
So with that being said, do you have the clippers handy? Because if you don't, you better get ready. Start prepping and getting ready. Okay, good deal.
And I also have a Valentine's gift that was given to me today. Matter of fact, it's a product from Beard King, and what it is it's a trimmer that you strap around your neck like the regular barbershop, except it goes on suction cups. So it sits like a tarp underneath your beard, and you can trim and not get your hair everywhere all over your bathroom. And so it will be assisting me in not getting it all over my computer.
So we do have a question out there. Mad Sexy's having problems with split ends on his beard. I'm going to throw this one over to CB.
You're going to want to invest in a probably expensive, like you might be spending anywhere 10 to 15, maybe $20 for this, but a really good dry hair repair conditioner, like a really good deep conditioner, but you need to use it like 2 to 3 times a week. And when it gets that bad, you got to soak your beard in that thing for like 5 minutes in a good coat of that. It's expensive stuff, but If you we get the really dry wind out here, so once a week. This time of year, I'm conditioning my beard. So conditioner, got to do it. Otherwise, yeah, you wind up with all sorts of nastiness.
Boss Man Beard Products makes an absolutely phenomenal hydrating conditioner that seemed to work really well for me. I don't have any of that issue. CB works in a pretty harsh environment. And here in Iowa, yeah, in between the icy winds and, but then again, CB goes and camps in the shit. So
I don't think you can. I don't think it's long enough. But Alan would be the one to ask because Alan did used to donate his hair to was it Locks of Love or whatever?
yes, Locks of Love is one of them, and no, facial hair is a no-go. Simply because it's too hard to work with. So even though you might have the appropriate length, it's just too hard to work with. Because Locks of Love, that's what they started off making wigs for child cancer patients. And so they just can't work with the material as well.
Okay. All right. Before we go any further, and I don't want a winner yet, CB, but have you totaled up all of the votes? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Alan, I hate to tell you this. Well, I hate to tell you, but I don't hate to tell you. We raised $1,500. So to everyone out there, thank you very, very much. We always appreciate you guys helping out with Justice Final Mission. It's very important to me and many of the guys on here and everyone in the side chat. Man, thank you so, so much. Really, really cool. And before we get to the winner, Alan, it's time to break out the cutters, my friend.
Oh, really? Even before we discover if there's a winner or not.
Yep.
Even before we discover if there's a winner or not. All right. Well, is there a particular style or plan of attack that anybody's wishing for here?
All right, side chat. You have a question? Go for it. This is on the side chat.
I mean, do I go with the Scotsman and go with the bald head before I shave the beard, or do I go with the beard first? A little bit of both.
What if you just start with the trimmer below on your Adam's apple, and then just start going up, then take the middle out of the stash, and then do the reverse mohawk over the head, and we all hope that your trimmers break at that point.
All right. Well, for some oddball reason, all right, here goes. Told you. Thank you, everyone, for the donations for Justin's Final Mission.
But before Alan does, I just want to recognize Alan. This is not the first time Alan has shaved for Justin's Final Mission. So everyone, make sure you thank Alan for what he's doing. And, sir, if you would, shave that shit off.
You're a man, Alan. Oh, golly, I'm going to cry, man.
You can almost hear it ripping into it.
Yeah.
There you go. Get that Wolverine look going on.
All right, stop, man. That's good enough right there.
If he would have came in just with that right there, he would have won. He would have had all my votes because that right there is badassery.
That's a fact.
Definitely would have got the badassery award for that one, right?
Ooh.
Now that's a look right there.
Looking at the camera, it's kind of tough because it's backwards.
Anybody getting screen caps of this out here?
All right, he's ready to go dancing with the techno music now.
I'll leave that patch.
Your old lady's gonna kill you, boy.
You're looking like a nuclear fallout survivor.
You're a trooper, man. You are a trooper.
You the man, dude.
And keep in mind, folks, it is like in the double-digit negatives here in Iowa. And why do I have to do this when it's freaking winter?
Because you did it. You might want to take your glasses off. There you go.
Good God, that's a lot of hair.
See, no, that's kind of badassery right there.
Yes, it is.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I got
the other side, even up the other side.
This is pretty dang tough when the camera's all reversed.
Boy, when I shave my beard off, I look younger. You're already looking 30 years older. You might be old enough to buy.
That's biker right there, man.
I don't know where the side of the thing begins and where my hair ends.
Hey, if you ever got to go to jail, go in looking like that, okay?
All right,
Current wind chill in Iowa right now is 27 below with an actual temperature of 8 below. And it just gets colder and colder through the morning. Low tomorrow of 22 below before wind chill. It's going to be cold.
With a fresh shaved baby face. Oh, yeah.
Everything. Ooh. Yeah, it's...
Alan, everybody's wanting to know what kind of trimmers you're using.
The Lawnmower 6000L.
That hair is pretty tough.
Yeah, that one was like copper wire. I'm telling you. I'll leave that side just for a minute.
Hey, dude, leave it and make it and just braid it as it gets longer.
Or I could do the whole comb over with it.
Might be the wrap under, wrap it under the chin.
Now you think about it, if he would have waited just a few weeks, he'd have been like 50 degrees warmer outside.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Phoebe, if you would, sir, now that you're cleaning up a little bit there, before we get to who actually won, let's hear your votes and why.
All right, so my votes on this, on the 5 category of color, badassery, stash, aka flavor saver, fullness, and shape. Now, I already voted on these just because I wanted to see where I was going to fall in, kind of in line with everybody else. Now, color, I had to give it to Jamie, just due to how everything kind of just flows together. It's just, you got the really light gray with just a little bit of the dark gray in between, but it just flows together pretty darn nice. Alan's was an interesting color with very definitive color, so it wasn't like really funky, but as far as niceness and how everything just flowed together in the colors factor, had to give it to Jamie. Now on the dog's barking right at the right time. Badassery factor. I kind of had a tough one with that because we had Jamie with, the crossbow in the background, and then we had, Alan. Oh, wife is home. Gotcha. He's going to use up all of his toilet paper writing notes. That one was kind of a coin toss. I left that one blank until Swede said ye old Viking factor in there. Jamie can straight up grab a, double-headed axe and, put some horn helmet on, and we already know where he's going. He's going to, let people meet some Thorishness. Now on the stash, I did actually give that one to Alan. Just wait, nope. I'm sorry, I got too many other notes crossed in here. No, that one I actually gave to Jamie just due to how neat his stash was in coming together. Stash went to Jamie. Fullness I did give to Alan just because of stormtrooperness. I mean, it's hard to be more full than a stormtrooper helmet. So, and then shape, there again, stormtrooperness. I had to give that one to Alan because it was a really unique shape. We really don't see the Bell, aka the stormtrooper, all that much, especially naturally in the wild when it comes to a beard. Now the longer, straighter, fuller, we get plenty of this, but Alan's is kind of unique in shape and fullness, so I had to give those two categories to him because it's not common. But then again, neither is Jan, but still, we know those two things are not common, but they still happen.
Well, Jan's common on the corner street,
So
down at the shipyard, but other than that,
the badassery factor, Jamie, because I was kind of undecided on that one. Jamie, that was the deciding factor for me. That led Jamie to the win. So,
all right. Well, we'll wait for him to show back up. He's cleaning up, I'm sure. As soon as he gets back, we will announce the winner.
Yep, it's kind of unanimous. I mean, there were some that were surprising from the side chat, and other ones were not. But as far as who won which category, so it's kind of interesting.
It was a good one, man. Definitely a good one. That weird rollover thing he has got going on. It's very unique. You don't see that very often.
No, it's definitely not common. So
looks like he's got the mumps.
Well, he said he's having some technical issues, so hold on. I'm seeing if he thinks he can make it back or not.
I didn't think the lawnmower 6000L pulled up that much juice to put him in a blackout in that neck of the woods.
Shaving that thing off might have just tore up the rest of his electricity right there.
His computer's not able to facially recognize him anymore.
Probably a blackout in his neighborhood. That was some thick stuff, man.
Yeah.
So, Scotsman, we need to save this, and whoever made those clippers, we need to send this clip to them, and they can use it for advertising, and then we can take the proceeds from that and donate it to Justin's final mission.
There you go. I like it. Yeah, we'll have to find out for sure. We can do that. I'll have to get with one of you technical wizards about pulling the clip and stuff because I'm no good at that. Oh, there we go. He is back.
Oh, now I can hear. No, I had to stop trimming. I had like a fatal crash. I lost video, I lost audio. It dropped me straight out of the chat. I have no idea what happened there. I just had an extreme crash.
Facebook wasn't able to recognize you anymore.
That's a very good possibility. Very good possibility. I ended up with just a little bit of hair in my packaging there. Wow.
Hey, Alan, hold on 1 second. Turn your head around again.
Oh, it's not done yet.
Yeah. Turn.
Oh, baby boy's got a tail.
I figure if I go ahead and let it all grow out from there, I'll always have that little rat tail going on there.
Well, I figure you left it a little later to hang on to.
That way, when the girlfriend says, "Hey, at least I can run my fingers through your hair," it'd be back here. She's got something to grab a hold of, you know.
You guys are great, man. We got the greatest community in the world. To get together and raise money for our veterans and have such a fun time doing it, this is awesome.
Absolutely, 100% agree. Couldn't say it better. And CB, if you would, sir, run down and give us the rundown and let us know who won.
All right. First category, color. Well, both in the side chat and through the panel, Jamie took this one kind of out of the water. It's something about that smooth grayness that he had that just wound up winning him that category. Now for category number 2, badassery, which is one that I had problems with. He needs to put a light bulb in his mouth. That one was also taken, kind of blown out the water by Jamie. He both the side chat and on the panel, the Vikingness in that one and bikerness in that one, he wound up winning that one. Now the stash and flavor saver, this is where it really got interesting. Now, technically, it would be a draw between the panel and the side chat, because in the side chat, Alan blew this one out of the water. Now, on the panel side, Jamie kind of took this one, but overall, by just a few votes altogether, Alan did win the flavor saver one. So something about how he had the whole lockdown line, that Big Swede liked, that's where he won. Fullness, amazingly, because my vote was for Alan on this one. Jamie took that one, blew it out of the water on both sides, panel and side chat. And then shape. I knew this one might have been a little bit tougher, but between the panel and the side chat, Jamie took this one as well. So for leading 4 out of 5 categories, Jamie, you, sir, are the winner. Yes, he did. Not only last time did it hit his liver really bad, this time it hit his wallet too.
Yep, absolutely. Val, I don't know if you're still out there, buddy. I haven't seen a comment from you in a minute, but we appreciate you more than you know. I know you've had a tough time, and this is awesome when we can all come together. Again, guys, we have one of the greatest communities out there. So many good people, and it's an honor and a pleasure to know every one of you guys.
I'm just honored to have been able to participate and to be able to help you guys raise so much money for the vets. Remember, we're the land of the free because of the brave. Very cool.
Absolutely. So we will have Alan run through the side chat one more time before we start going through the room.
Yeah, we've got a lot of great people out there, man. Our community is absolutely phenomenal. I'd like to thank every single one of you, but according to the participants list, Annalie Brown, Big Al Firearms 101, Fuzz Fork 8, G23, Ghost Rider USA, Jerry Parker Kingpin, the man that's been voting for me all night. Thank you, Sir Pistol Pete, RTT Guns and Gear, Thor's Axe, Bald and Curious still with us. Thank you, sir, for your endeavors. Barnaby Sanchez, Kingpin, Keith Gregory, Josh Benware, it's been mad sexy. Yeah. Thank you all. Edonira, maybe one of these days I'll figure out how to pronounce your name. But yes, thank you all, man. It's going to be damn cold for me, but it's an absolute honor for me to do something as fun and entertaining for us as it likely is for you, as you're probably pointing and laughing at your screen at me. And it's not even a sacrifice. This is nothing compared to what our men and women have done to make it to where we can do silly stuff like this, because they do what they do. You've heard me say it before, because they do what they've done enables me to do whatever I want to do, gives me the freedoms that I have and protects the freedoms that I have. So thank you. Yeah, I've got
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We'll go through. We'll start going through the room. Big Swede, always a pleasure. Great to have you here, brother. You want to start? You want to go through and?
Yeah, man. Yeah, appreciate you having me on. It's like I said, it's been a minute. I'd like to try and get on this more often. Sometimes life just doesn't let me. But yeah, it's always a great time hanging out with you guys. Side chat on fire as usual. But again, big thanks to everybody that donated. I know, it was a fun thing. We get to watch Alan, shave his whole head. But more importantly, raising money to help vets out, on behalf of myself, any vets out there that have ever struggled, and, the memory of brothers and sisters that were, not so fortunate to make it through, having programs like this that will help veterans out, every bit helps. So I appreciate the hell out of all you guys.
Awesome, man. Yeah, always good to have you for sure. Always a good time. Don't be a stranger. Daniel?
Okay, the mic's back in. Hey, yeah, Big Swede, long time no see. Nice seeing you again, brother. Bearded CB, you've been the adult in the room, and I'd like to thank you on that. Jamie and Alan, thank you for letting me harass you and troll you. I have had a blast. Scotsman, thank you for having this on, because you guys, you raised some money for a great cause. And this here is not just helping the veteran, but it's helping the families. And I've been to those funerals where a veteran go and they off themselves. And when you see the teenage kids there, their kids, it just really messes me up. But here is a thing where I can get out there and help prevent this from happening again. So, side chat, I haven't been able to read your comments because I'm too cheap to buy a laptop right now. But I've got one sitting on the counter. I just got to pay my kid for it. So thank you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Well, good to have you. Jamie?
Well, thanks, guys. What a night. What a night. Thanks for doing this, Alan and Scotsman. You guys are awesome. Again, Beard CB, you the man. We can't, we don't rank the amateurs with the pros. So, great job being the judge. Uh, Always a pleasure to spend time with you guys and all you guys in the side chat as well. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for everybody that donated. Thanks to all the veterans that do what they've done for us. And y'all can check us out on Friday nights on Georgia Shooting Connection live stream. And we have a pretty good time there too. So come see us if you can. Thanks again.
Absolutely. Always good to have you, brother. CB?
Fellows and everybody else in the side chat, thank you all for showing up. Everybody that donated, thank you very much. Same as everybody else said, we got to punish Alan. Not necessarily right now, but like seriously, in the morning, he's looking at 30 to 40 below wind chill temps when he walks out of his door in the morning. So yeah, he's going to definitely be feeling a change. But thank you, Alan, for helping raise money for Justin's final mission. We always appreciate it. We greatly appreciate it. Your suffering is going to help somebody else, so we do appreciate it.
Absolutely. He's a trooper through and through. He's always been right there with me on all of these over the years, and it's an honor to know him and call him a brother and a friend. And all the support from everyone out there in side chat is just absolutely awesome. It's always good to see Alan stepping up and doing a shave off. You know, it's the second time he's done that now. I think second or third. He's up there.
At least the second. It might have been 3 times now, but at least the second.
But as always, good to have everyone out there. And with that being said, if you don't follow myself, the Bearded CB, or anyone else on Instagram, please jump over. You'll see some interesting photos. With that being said, we'll throw it over to Alan to take us out.
Oh man, I'm Mario. You missed it. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming in tonight, being a part of this. Greatly appreciated. Everything's for not only good cause, but for good fun, good entertainment. It's something that we need and we're lacking right now. And I'm going to be one cold mofo in the freaking morning. No doubt about it, but it's my honor, my pleasure. Thank you everybody that pitched in. It was absolutely phenomenal. I was kind of hoping one way and kind of hoping the other. And so here I am, beardless and hairless. Thank you. With that said, man, it's another great foreign and domestic in the can. Keep yourselves magazines loaded and one in the chamber.